swing and you say, wanna sing, wanna jump and jive, wanna go, wanna dance, wanna rock and roll, come on, Joe, have the ball, find a fellow that's handsome and tall. This is the day that the world will look up and say, hey, hey, 'cause baby, we're on our way, way, way.
Think?
That's great.
Just like a town out of a book.
You know, if things don't work out, we can always leave.
And now don't worry, Mom. Things are going to be fine.
I hope so.
Can I help you?
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, you can. We're looking for a furnished house to rent with an option to buy if possible.
Well, yes. Well, yes. Say, it's unusual to have out-of-towners settle in Springfield. I'm Harry Johnson.
Well, we're the Carters. This is my son, Jimmy.
How do you do, sir?
And my daughter, Cathy. How do you do?
Well, it's certainly a pleasure to see new faces. Are there just the three of you?
Yes.
You know, you were lucky you caught me. I only do this on the side. Feed and grain is my business. Anyway, I think I've got just the place for you.
Oh, well, wonderful. Could you show it to us?
Well, yes, certainly.
Fine. Well, hop in. Have your son move the back. There.
It's Wilson's place. John's taking him to the city. He has 3 children, and they each have their own room.
Oh.
He wants to rent, but if the job works out, he'll sell.
Which way, sir?
Straight out this street to your left. I think, you know...
How about it?
Oh, it's just perfect.
And big enough so I don't have to put up with her all the time.
Funny.
Well, now, while Mr. Johnson and I make the arrangements, why don't you two scoot over to the high school and enroll, huh?
Okay, well, what about the unpacking, Mom?
Oh, don't worry about that, son. I'll be glad to help. And if need be, I'll have my wife come over. We just live down the street 2 doors.
Oh, well, that won't be necessary. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
If I don't tell my wife there's a new family moving in, it'll be my neck. Why don't you two run along? Mr. Griffith is the new principal.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks very much, Mr. Johnson. And we'll see you later, Mom.
Okay. Bye.
You know, my wife will see to it personally that you get acquainted with everyone that is anyone in town.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
Enroll.
Yes, we just moved into town. I'm Jimmy Carter, and this is my sister, Cathy.
How do you do? Oh, excuse me. I'll have to get Mr. Griffith. Awkward, isn't she?
Yeah, you'd think we were from another planet or something.
Hello, I'm Mr. Griffith. I understand you wish to enroll?
Yes, sir, that's right. We just moved into town this morning. We're Jimmy and Cathy Carter.
Cathy?
How do you do?
Jimmy, welcome to Springfield High.
Thank you, sir.
The semester is only a few days old. I'm sure you won't have any difficulty in catching up. Oh, this is Linda Bennett, one of the girls who holds down the office for me during her study period.
Yes, sir, we've met.
Now, if you'll just fill out these applications, I'll assign you to your classes.
Oh, thank you, sir. Well, sir, I think this just about does it.
All right. Yes, I think that's fine. Linda will show you to your classes. Linda, take Cathy to Mrs. Dixon's room and Jimmy to Mr. Harmon's. I'm new here myself, so if there's anything I can help you with, don't hesitate to call on me. The door will always be open.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. This is your room, Cathy. If you wait here, I'll take her in.
Linda, you're the first girl I've met. I hope we can be good friends.
I hope so, too.
Oh, good luck, sis.
Follow me, please. This is your room.
You'll like Cathy. She's quite a girl when you get to know her. And I hope you and I can become good friends, too, Linda.
That would be very nice. Well, we're too late for this class, so I'll take you on down to the next class.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to bother, Linda. I'll introduce him to the next class. My name is Jackie Rogers.
Well, I'm Jimmy Carter. Glad to know you.
The next class is down the hall.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Chuck. Have you met the new guy? No. Jackie has.
Of course, we go to Maine every summer. And I spent most of my childhood in New York with my father.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, what a delightful girl. That must be your sister.
Yeah, you want to meet her?
Love to. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Look, I got a brother. So you're Cathy.
Yes.
I'm Jackie Rogers.
Oh, hi, Jackie.
Your brother's told me so much about
really?
you. I'm head of the Voguettes, and I'm here to see to it that you become a member.
Oh, well, thank you for the invitation. Is Linda Voguette?
Oh, no. However, with a little more training, she might become eligible.
Well, if you don't mind, Jackie, I'd rather find out more about the school before I decide.
Hi, Jackie.
Chuck, we were just going to find you. This is Chuck Hoffman, captain of the water polo team, president of the student body, and, well, he's just about head of everything. This is Cathy and Jimmy Carter.
Hi, Chuck.
They're from Columbus, Ohio.
Pleased to meet you, Chuck.
Did you ever play any water polo?
Oh, a little bit.
Well, why don't you come out for the team?
No, I don't think so. It's a little late. Well,
Well, if you do look me up, I might work in somewhere. I see you're keeping it polished like I told you. It's my pen.
oh, congratulations.
Come on.
Bye, Jimmy.
Goodbye.
Well, Linda, tell me about the other clubs.
But there aren't any other clubs.
Well, maybe we can change that.
Mom, we're home.
Oh, good. I'll be right there.
I wonder what this is. Hi, Mom.
Hey, want some milk?
Thanks.
Okay, honey? Oh, great.
Well, how'd it go in school today?
Oh, Mom, it was just wonderful. I met the nicest...
Let's the matter, Jimmy?
No, nothing.
They asked you out for water polo?
Yeah.
You're going out with a team, aren't you?
No, I don't think so. Mom, if I make good, there's bound to be publicity. That's what caused all the trouble in Columbus.
Now, look. That's exactly why we chose this place. This is a small town. Water polo's a small sport. Publicity couldn't be what it was in Columbus. Besides, that's a chance I'm willing to take.
Chuck's going, you're going to have another losing team.
Pete, did you get that new boil locker?
Yeah, I took care of it.
Oh, I'm Coach Ed Stone. Glad to have you out.
Jimmy Carter, sir.
Well, from the looks of it, you played water polo. What is your position?
The sprint man.
How'd your team make out last year?
We won the state, sir.
Hey, did you hear that, Coach?
Yeah. Well, we'll start you out on the forward spots.
Oh, no, Coach.
Pete, you better see if the boys need anything.
I've never played any other position, sir.
Well, you won't get much chance as sprint man. I've already got one.
Well, you see, sir, I was trying to specialize when I go to college. I'd like to take my chances against your man.
Well, all right, son. Take over the scrubs. Tex Sweeney will give you our offense and defense. Hey, Tex, Carter, he'll take your position. You take center back.
Carter, thanks. Hi, I'm Jimmy Carter.
Hi, Tex Sweeney. Hey, Chuck.
Well, what do you know?
Looks like he's going to buck you for sprint man.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's line up for the toss in.
Hold it!
We'll start again.
What's the matter, a bad start?
Yeah.
I saw it. It's the best swimming I've seen in these parts ever. Yeah, that was beautiful. That's the first time we scored on the bicycle.
Hey, Jim, come on early tomorrow. We'll run through some of the plays.
Yeah, see you tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
Nice going, Jimmy. You're a terrific sprint man.
Oh, it doesn't wrong with the way Chuck swims.
Well,
Hey, not bad. You keep that up, you might make the varsity.
Thanks.
big man.
How about that? You scored on the varsity. Hey, what's your sister doing tomorrow night?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Oh. Yeah.
to a new resident of Springfield, Mrs. Eleanor Carter. Now, you all get your turn to meet her. Just continue on with what you're doing, and I'll bring her around. This is Mr. and Mrs. Hoffman.
How do you do?
How do you do, Mrs. Carter?
Mr. Hoffman is our mayor.
Oh, my dear, you look so young to have 2 children in our high school.
Thank you, Mrs. Hoffman. I'm very flattered.
Oh. We have so much to do, you'll pardon us.
Yes. Handsome woman, Mrs. Carter.
Too much makeup. Now, if she toned it down.
Yes, dear.
Eleanor, this is Mrs. Hill.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Hill.
Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Carter.
And these are the Rogers, Kay and Fred. Fred is our banker.
How do you do, Mrs. Carter?
How do you do?
Pleasure, Mrs. Carter.
Thank you.
Mrs. Carter, I'm Mr. Griffith. I make
Please,
yours.
Mr. Griffith, it isn't your turn yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson. Imagine a peasant forgetting his place.
Mr. Griffith, please.
Well,
Bye, Mr. Griffith.
Attention, please. I have just coaxed Grace Keene to render us a selection on the cello. Her father will accompany her.
Do we have a child prodigy in our midst?
I'll let you judge for yourself.
Wellington will be with us in a minute.
This is going to be a grand entrance, isn't it?
Always.
I asked the Johnsons about Mrs. Wellington, but the subject was evaded. Why?
Well, it's simply a matter of the Wellington family being the first to settle here. Mrs. Wellington's the only one left now. She's in command. One way or another, she manages to own a piece of just about everybody in town.
Dear Mrs. Wellington, we've all been waiting for you.
I can imagine.
Oh, I've planned the most interesting afternoon.
No. Before the program continues, I would like to meet our new resident.
Well, of course, that's what we were just going to do. Oh, Eleanor.
Mrs. Wellington, may I present Mrs. Carter?
How do you do, Mrs. Wellington? Mrs. Carter, what made you select our town to live in? Well, I've always wanted to live in a small town like this. Now I do. We're serving refreshments now. If there is anything you wish to eat or drink, John will take your order. Well, thank you. I'd like a martini, please. Very dry. Well, John, Make Mrs. Carter a martini. Very dry.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Wellington.
Ordeal's over. Wasn't much different than a funeral parade.
Don't be surprised if you get a call from Mrs. Wellington.
Oh? Now, what makes you think you should want to see me again?
Because I think she's a very lonely oldie. And she's thoroughly sick and tired of the people cringing around her. You sparked her a bit today.
Well, you may be right. She certainly didn't like the entertainment. Do you feel like a cup of coffee?
Well, thank you. That'd be very nice.
Fine, come on.
Your kids are quietly taking the school by storm.
Oh, well, I'm glad they like it here. But, you know, there doesn't seem to be much activity or spirit at school.
Yes, you're right. I have some plans, like a boys' day where the kids will take over the city government.
That's a wonderful idea. You open for suggestion?
Surely.
Well, how would it be if the kids had a place of their own? You know, unsupervised and run by themselves.
That's a fine idea, but you'd have a hard time putting it over in this town.
Excuse me. Hello? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I'd love to. Right. Yes, I'll be there. Well, thank you very much. Bye. Well, that was Mrs. Wellington. She would like me to attend the next Women's Civic Welfare meeting.
Say, you were in.
Yes?
Oh, would you tell Mrs. Wellington that Mrs. Carter is here?
Is she expecting you, Mrs. Carter?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Oh, I see. Will you step in, please?
Thanks.
One moment, please.
What is it, John?
Mrs. Carter's here to see you, ma'am.
Mrs. Carter? Well, I don't have an appointment with her, do I?
No, ma'am.
Well, have her come in, John.
Mrs. Carter.
Hello, Mrs. Wellington. I hope I'm not disturbing you. Well, what is it you have on your mind, young lady? Oh, nothing really, just a social visit. You were here on a social visit last Sunday. Well, yes, but there were so many people here. We didn't get a chance to know each other very well, did we? And I've so wanted to become better acquainted, especially since I'll be attending your civic welfare meeting. That will happen in the course of things, Mrs. Carter. Couldn't you call me Eleanor? I guess you have a great many things to do, running a house for two youngsters. No, I've got loads of time. In fact, I was hoping you'd ask me to have a cocktail with you. this museum for 50 years. My husband died 20 years ago. You know, you're the first person I've had my 5 o'clock cocktail with in 20 years.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who'd love to have a martini with you now and then.
Oh, they'd like it, all right. I wouldn't give them the satisfaction of knowing I took a drink. They're liable to start talking about me the way they do each other.
They'd never do that.
They better not. I've got to keep them in their place. Scared to death of me. But you're not like them, Eleanor.
You guys, cut it out. Somebody's going to get hurt. Go save him. Oh, you hurt, Chuck? I told you somebody'd get hurt.
Chief, I'm sorry, Chuck. Well, that's too bad, Chuck.
Don't you worry. It'll be okay.
But, Mom, I know I'm a better sprint man than Chuck.
Even the varsity players are for Jimmy, Mom.
I thought no matter who you were, it was the best man that got the position.
Now, look, son, you'll get to play your position later. Right now, it's just a question of being accepted.
You know, you make it sound so easy, except...
Well, nothing worthwhile comes easy.
Well, I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hi, Pete. What? No, that's too bad. Yeah, sure, but... Yeah, well, thanks for calling, Pete. Yeah, I'll see you.
Who was it?
It was Pete Rude, the team manager. Chuck fell today in the locker room goofing around and hurt his arm a little and won't be able to play for a couple of weeks.
Well, Jimmy, now's your opportunity.
Yeah, make the most of it.
Yeah, I will, but I sure didn't want it this way.
Well, hi. Hi, Cathy. Guess what? The principal approved your club idea.
Oh, really? Well, now we can start making plans.
Oh, just think, clubs of our very own and, oh...
Just a minute. What's this I hear about a new club?
Not a club. Clubs. It's going to be several.
I know you're new here, but all activities must be voted
Oh, I
on.
didn't know that, Jackie. I thought Mr. Griffith's approval was all that was necessary.
Mr. Griffith.
Here's the notice on the bulletin board.
3 clubs have been voted on. Entertainment, athletics, and art. Anybody can join, Jackie. We'd love to have you.
And so, ladies, it boils down to this. The teenagers in this town haven't been given an opportunity to do anything on their own. Everything is centered around the school and the home.
Well, what else do they need? What could be more healthy?
Well, how'd you call it healthy when they have to drive 30 miles or more to dance and listen to jukeboxes?
That's ridiculous. You won't find my boy doing anything like that.
Mrs. Hill, where was your son last night?
You ought to know, dear. He was at your house.
Well, no, Mrs. Hill, he was not at my home. As a matter of fact, your Ray and my Jimmy went with several others over to Hartville to dance. Oh, what they're doing isn't wrong, but they should be doing it here in their own hometown. They haven't been given a chance to develop the responsibility necessary to make them solid citizens. Now, I make a motion that this group try to give the teenagers a place of their own, free of chaperones and dependent on their own direction. It'll make them proud to stay here in Springfield. Will anybody second my motion?
I second the motion. I will also make available the old drugstore next to the bank. It will be up to the children to remodel it themselves. Meeting's adjourned.
Eunice. What brings you down here?
Hello, Charles. I can't think of anyone I'd rather come to than my brother when I want a favor.
Who is it this time?
No, I don't want any smart talk. Just some information.
Yeah, I know. Well, what do you want?
Well, of course, this is very confidential. But I want you to write to one of the Columbus, Ohio newspapers and find out if they have anything in their files about that Carter family.
What are you trying to do, Eunice? Find trouble?
Charles, you seem to forget who obtained this job for you.
How could I forget? Well, what do you want to know about the Carters?
Anything you can find out.
Needs the latest in interior schemes. So we volunteer our services to see that the proper arrangements and colors are used.
Well, how wonderful are you?
Teenage cutie, don't say maybe, you just gotta hug me. Tonight's teenage baby, don't refuse me, you just gotta kiss me. Good night, you gotta tickle my chin, run your fingers through my hair, you got to sit real close and whisper in my ear, you got to cuddle up, hold me tight, you got to kiss me hard and kiss me right, you got to say you care, you be my pal, oh baby, I wanna be more than your pal, so teenage cutie, please don't tease me, say you love me, and we'll sing and dance the rest of the night. Refuse me, you just gotta kiss me. Good night, you gotta tickle my chin, run your fingers through my hair, you got to sit real close and whisper in my ear, you got to cuddle up, hold me tight, you got to kiss me hard and kiss me right, you got to say you care, you be my pal, oh baby, I want to be more than your pal, so teenage cutie, please don't tease me, say you love me, and we'll sing and dance the rest of the night. Sing it as the rest of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Jay. It's love.
Okay, it's all singing. Is it love, okay?
Linda, that's just wonderful. Come on over and sing with us.
Come on, Linda.
Yeah, come on, Linda. I never know you could sing.
Yeah, sing us a song. Don't be shy.
They told me I would know when it happened. They told me I would know right away. But is it love? Is it love? Tell me, is it love? I'm just too young to say. I wake up every day thinking of you, and in my dreams you always appear. But is it love? Is it love? Tell me, is it love? I'm just afraid when you're near. They said we were too young when I met you, but I've never felt like this. Young or old, I'll never forget you. Oh, the memory of your kiss. I feel so happy when I'm with you, and when you're gone I'm lonely and blue. But is it love? Is it love? Tell me, is it love? The way I feel about you. We were too young when I met you, but I've never felt like this. Young or old, I'll never forget you. Oh, the memory of your kiss. I feel so happy when I'm with you, and when you're gone I'm lonely and blue. But is it love? Is it love? Tell me, is it love? The way I feel about you. I feel about you.
They okayed the Boys' Day idea.
Good.
So we'll have the kids vote next week and announce the winners at the picnic.
What picnic?
Springfield's annual outing. When the Blue Bloods and the not-so-Blue Bloods all mingle together. Naturally, it takes place on the Wellington estates.
Naturally.
Which reminds me, how did you ever get Mrs. Wellington around to your point of view?
Oh, well, it was a thought you planted in my mind the last time you were at home.
Oh.
You were absolutely right. She is a very lonely old woman, and no different in her tastes than you or me.
Oh, now, what do you mean?
Well, when she cut Grace's solo short, remember? I decided I wanted to know her better when she wasn't surrounded by people. So I called at her home one afternoon at tea time.
So?
So we had martinis.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I wonder how long that's been going on.
Well, that I don't know, but the old girl can certainly hold her own.
Now, what Mrs. Wellington needed, what she got, was a good friend. Say, are you in a hurry?
No, I'm too relaxed to be in a hurry.
How about a drive? It's a nice night.
Sounds fine.
Waitress.
You know, that's the first time I've heard about the picnic.
No?
Do they have any kind of a show or anything?
Oh, I think they've always managed something.
Do the kids participate in it?
No, I don't believe so. Not up until now. But I understand the youngsters in the entertainment club are planning a few numbers.
I bet they'd love it if a professional act were brought in. Hmm?
Sure, they'd love it, but it costs a small fortune to bring anybody up here.
Not necessarily. Everything's so beautiful up here.
Yes, it certainly is.
The lake looks so peaceful.
Eleanor, I didn't mean the lake.
I think you'd better take me home.
What's wrong? Have I...
Nothing, no. Just take me home, please.
All right.
Hi. Oh, what a wonderful surprise.
Hi, dear. It's nice to see you. The children let me in.
Oh, Tom, I'd like to have you meet a very dear friend of mine, Les Brown. This is Tom Griffith, the principal of our high school.
Mr. Brown, nice to know you. Mr. Griffith. You know, honey, I was beginning to think I'd miss you. I came in on the 10 o'clock train, and I have to leave on the 1:20.
But that's in half an hour.
Well, I'll be running along. Nice to have met you, Mr. Brown.
Good night.
Well, Tom, thank you for a very nice evening.
Good night.
Good night.
I hope things are serious.
Les Brown, won't you and Claire ever stop trying to marry me off?
No.
Now, go sit yourself down and tell me all about the family.
Well, you know, Butch is up in Menlo, and Denny's still going to Uni High. Claire's awfully busy with her bridge and her golf, and by the way, they all send their love.
Oh. You have no idea how many times we planned to come out to Los Angeles and see you, but with all the kids' activities, nothing ever seems to pan out.
Oh, that's the way things go.
Tell me about the band.
Well, that's why I'm here. You know, we're doing a series of one-nighters right here in New England.
Sounds like old times.
Yeah.
I can hardly believe we both have teenagers.
You know, I spoke to both your children just before you came home. They seemed very happy and very well adjusted.
Well, they're wonderful kids, Les. I don't know what I'd do without them.
No, in my book, they have a very wonderful mother. And you've done a great job.
Say, how did you find us?
Through Morse, your attorney. And by the way, that reminds me, you're supposed to sign on the X's here and mail this right back to him.
All right.
You know, if I don't get going, I'm going to miss my train.
Oh, that's a shame. Will you be east for long?
About 4 weeks, dear. I'll tell you what. I'll call you in a few days, and we'll all get together and have dinner.
Oh, swell.
Now, is there anything I can do for you or the kids? Sure?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I gotta run.
Okay. Les?
Yeah?
There is something you can do. This town's having a big picnic coming up, and, well, they need some entertainment, some real good entertainment.
Look, we'll work out all the details when we have dinner, and you can count on us.
Oh.
Now, I gotta run.
You're a doll.
Well, we dolls have to stick together. Bye-bye.
Hello, Hazel. This is Eunice.
Oh, I'm glad you called. I just left the doctor's, and he told me I can't have any more sweets. Can you ever imagine? What's new in your block?
Oh, not much. Mrs. Carter had a caller.
Oh?
Yes, a man. He came to her house last night.
What? A man at night?
He arrived around 10 o'clock and had to wait out on the porch until after 12 when the kids came home and let him in.
What happened then?
Well, around 1 o'clock, Tom Griffith and Eleanor came traipsing in.
Yes, what happened?
Well, Tom went into the house, but he didn't stay long, and he came out alone. But Hazel, get this. The other man stayed until 2 o'clock.
Well, Eunice, after all, Mrs. Carter is from out of town. It seems to me she'd be having visitors occasionally.
Well, he arrived at 10 o'clock and didn't leave until 2. I guess I thought it was rather odd.
Oh, I wouldn't think anything of it. Eunice, there's something burning on the stove. I'll call you back later.
But Hazel,
Hello, Kay. This is Hazel. Know anything new?
No, nothing. How about you?
Oh, nothing special. I heard Eleanor Carter had a man visit her last night.
What did you say? Say that again. Well, this good-looking man from the city came to her house, and he didn't leave there until 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, well, after all, Edna, Mrs. Carter is from out of town, and I think she should be having out-of-town visitors. Now, if I were you, I'd just dismiss the whole idea. Oh, certainly. Yes. Goodbye, Edna. Hello, Charles. Have you received any information on that Carter woman yet?
No, not yet.
Well, let me know the minute that you do. Yes. All right, goodbye.
Yes?
You were terrific.
Oh, thank you.
Could I talk to you alone, please?
Oh, well, Linda's waiting for me.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't know.
Oh, it's okay.
But I would like to speak with you before the day's up.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll see you after a while. Hi, Linda. This is...
Hello, hero. Off you. Why didn't you tell Jackie that?
Why, you mean you're not waiting for me? Well, if you're not waiting for me, I'll be waiting for you right here. That is, if you have lunch with me.
Glad you dropped by, Fred. Does my heart good to see the budget balanced again.
Glad to be of service. By the way, Howard, the leading papers of Capital City carried accounts of our games between Capital and Watson. Word's getting around, we got a one-man water polo team up here.
And Jimmy Carter, you can say that again. Great player. Wonderful boost to the team.
Yeah. Go a long way with that boy.
You say the Capital City papers carried it, huh?
Yeah, we've been wondering about Chuck. Understand he's ready to play again.
Well, you leave Chuck to me.
See you tomorrow, Howard.
Well, goodbye, Fred. Get me my son. Have him come to the office.
Oh, but, Dad, I'm the sprint man.
Son, I'm afraid you're going to have to revise your plans about that.
Oh, well, just because that guy hit it lucky, you think he's #1 boy.
No, I don't think so. I know, just as everyone else knows, that Jimmy Carter's the hottest water polo player we've ever had.
Oh, but, Dad...
No but, son. This town's being put on the map. It's going to help everyone, including you and me. Now, honestly, don't you think he is a better sprint man than you are? I want you to go back out and do whatever best for the team. This is your chance to show him you're a true Hoffman. Let's call it your first lesson in politics. If you can't beat him, join him.
A nice dream, anyway.
What?
Hi, Coach.
Glad you're back, son. You feel like swimming a bit?
Yeah, I guess so.
Coach, I've been thinking, since Carter's been doing pretty good as a sprint man, well, I'll play any position that's in the best interest of the team.
I'm glad to have you back, Chuck. You know, Coach, we've been pretty lucky so far. But what we really need is a good man in the hole. And Chuck here has all the qualifications. He's big and strong, and he can really slam that ball into the goal.
Chuck, this could be a winning combination. How about it?
Well, anything for the team.
All right, son. Up to it.
Listen, fellas. Chuck's going to be the man in the hole. Give him a chance to get set and feed him the ball.
baby loving the mambo, my baby even the waltz. My baby just loves dancing, that's all she do in the house. My baby loves the calypso, my baby loves the rock and roll. My baby just loves dancing, that's all that she good for. My baby, she lazy when it comes to work. I tell her she crazy. All she wanna do is dance till it hurts. My baby loving the cha-cha-cha. She hates to sweep up the floor. My baby just loves to dancing. That's all that she good for. My baby loves the merengue. My baby loves the bunny hoppies. My baby don't like just one thing. My baby don't like to stop. My baby, she lazy when it comes to work. I tell her she crazy. All she wanna do is dance till it hurts. My baby loving the cha-cha-cha. She hates to sweep up the floor. My baby just loves to dancing. That's all that she good for.
Get me something to drink?
All righty.
Would you get me one too, Ray?
Sure, Nan.
Is, everyone here? Jimmy hasn't arrived yet. I just can't understand why he would bring Linda. Maybe she won't get a chance to use them.
How about a song? Come on. Come on.
And being grown-up supposed to be an awful lot of fun. But I'd rather be dancing with my baby. I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. Sunday when I'm old and gray, maybe 33, I'll take a trip around the world and see what I can see. But I'd rather be looking at my baby. I'd rather be cooking for my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. When my baby holds me tight, so tight, trouble disappears. The happiness he brings to me, will last me through the years. So when the day comes rolling round and I'm 94, I close my eyes and wish that I could rock and roll once more. 'Cause I'd rather be dancing with my baby. I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. When my baby holds me tight, so tight, troubles disappear. The happiness he brings to me, will last me through the years. So when the day comes rolling round and I am 94, I close my eyes and wish that I could rock and roll once more. 'Cause I'd rather be dancing with my baby. I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. I'd be a teenage girl. Just a teenage girl.
Linda, you were just as brilliant as ever. Oh, thank you.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Jackie.
Linda, I'm so sorry. How can you ever forgive me?
Oh, Jackie. Come on, Linda. We'll take you home. You'll be all right. Ted, can you get the car?
Yeah. Linda? Do you want me to go with you?
No, Jimmy. We'll be right back.
I'm sorry.
Away. Here, Linda. No, don't feel so bad. We'll be right back and be prettier than ever.
It isn't that, Cathy. Didn't you see her look? She did this on purpose. Now she'll make a play for Jimmy.
Linda, I know my brother, and he's not that kind.
Do you know Jackie?
That was a crummy trick.
Chuck, it was an accident. I'm sorry. Chuck, would you get me another drink?
Yeah, sure.
Jimmy,
Yeah?
I was supposed to bring some record albums to the dance, and Chuck was going to drive me home to get them. But he's busy over at the pop counter now.
Yeah, I'll take you.
Oh, Jimmy, you're a dear.
Want to go now?
Uh-huh. You don't have to get the albums right away.
No. But you're Chuck's girl.
You could change that. If you wanted to.
What happened to Linda tonight wasn't an accident, was it?
What do you think?
I think you're going to lose Chuck.
I'd like that.
So would I. Because you're not good enough for him. Bye. prettier than ever.
See, what did I tell you? Come on, Dave.
If you were any kind of a man, you would have prevented what went on outside.
Jackie, you're a troublemaker. Shut up. A spoiled, pampered little troublemaker. What went on outside doesn't surprise me a bit. Only it wasn't Jimmy who got fresh, it was you.
Oh, Chuck, how can you say that?
Well, I said it, didn't I?
But Chuck, if you think...
Forget it. Now, you want to dance?
Relax. What do you mean? I'm relaxed. Oh, Cathy.
Why can't I find a guy who'll understand? I'm grown up now, who know I'm old enough to be I fall in love with someone who doesn't say that I'm just too young to fall in love. If I could meet this boy whose heart and mine would agree, just 6 months older than me, then I'd fall in love with this nice, kind young man who'd understand that I'm not too young to be in love. If I could meet this boy whose heart and mine would agree to agree, this boy who'd be just 6 months older than me, then I'd fall in love with this nice, kind young man who'd understand that I'm just young enough to be in love.
I'll get it, Mom. Oh, hi, Mr. Griffith. You're just in time to help us with the dishes.
Jimmy.
Oh, Mr. Griffith.
Hello, Cathy.
Come on in. Feel like some coffee?
Yes, that'd be nice.
May I have another cup, please, kids?
I just dropped by to ask you if you wouldn't go to the picnic with me.
Well, I'd love to. I'd have been crushed if you hadn't asked me.
Oh, fine. It's all set. Cathy, your entertainment group all set for the picnic?
Oh, we sure are, and the kids really have a great show planned, too.
Good. Now, they'll be counting on you for a couple of numbers, too.
No, you don't have to worry about her. The problem is shutting her up.
Isn't he sweet?
Oh, in case you didn't know it, you're on the program, too.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You've been appointed mistress of ceremonies.
Isn't that Eunice Johnson's job?
No, not this time.
Well, I've been saving this, but I have a surprise for you.
Oh, what is it, Mom?
Les Brown and his band of renown are flying in to entertain at the picnic.
Les? Oh, but who's going to pay for something
Don't worry
like...
about that. I have a friend who has connections.
What do you know? This town's really getting on the map.
Dill pickles.
Oh, I think so. Yes, here they are in the bottle.
Good. Now, let me see. Oh, I know the bottle opener.
Last train for the picnic. All aboard. Hi. Say, I've got great news.
Hi, Mr. Good. Say, I meant to pick up Linda. I'll see you later.
Yeah, well, doesn't anybody want to hear what I've got to say?
Hi, Tom. With a blanket. I guess we ought to get the text. That darn boy. Well, you can get you.
What?
Never mind. Let's go.
Look, I have been trying to say something ever since I came in here.
Well, say it. Oh, my purse.
Well, I thought somebody in this family would like to know that Jimmy's been elected mayor for Boys' Day.
Oh, that's fine. Come on, let's go. We're late.
Yeah, but this thing... Oh, dear. Well...
Go on, I'll get it for you.
Harry! Let me see the basket. Open it up. Oh, Harry.
Oh, Eunice.
Hello, Harry.
Hi, Charles. You going to the picnic?
A little later. Eunice inside?
Yeah, but she'll be out in a minute.
Oh, hello, Charles. What are you doing here?
Here's something you'll be interested in.
I see. I knew I'd seen her someplace before.
Sounds funny how quick you forget them.
Well, the people of Springfield won't.
But Eunice, what are you going to do?
Never mind. Bring the basket. Come on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present some local talent. Linda Bell is going to sing for you. Linda? Come on here.
Someday soon I'm gonna reach the age of 21, and being grown up's supposed to be an awful lot of fun. But I'd rather be dancing with my baby. Well, I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. Someday when I'm old and gray, maybe 33, I'll take a trip around the world to see what I can see. But I'd rather be looking at my baby. I'd rather be cooking for my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. When my baby holds me tight, troubles disappear. The happiness he brings to me lasts me through the years. So when the day comes rolling around that I am 94, I close my eyes and wish that I could rock and roll once more. 'Cause I'd rather be dancing with my baby. Well, I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage girl. When my baby holds me tight, troubles disappear. The happiness he brings to me lasts me through the years. So when the day comes rolling round that I am 94, I close my eyes and wish that I could rock and roll once more. 'Cause I'd rather be dancing with my baby. I'd rather be romancing with my baby. I'd rather be just a teenage.
Hello, Dixie.
Anything wrong?
Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to present a member of my own family, Cathy Carter.
Hey, Dixie! What are you going to do to that? Yeah, take it off. Yeah, come on, take it off. Take it off.
Why don't you guys shut up?
Where are your friends? How about a little action, Dixie? Come on. How about a dance? Come on, Dixie.
Come on, Cathy. Sing your song.
We're on our way. It's a beautiful, wonderful day. Hey, we're on our way. The kind of day that you swing and you say, wanna sing, wanna jump and jive, wanna go, wanna dance, wanna rock and roll. Come on, Joe, have the ball. Find the fellow that's handsome and tall. This is the day that the world will look up and say, hey, hey, 'cause baby, we're on our way. We're on our way. It's a beautiful, wonderful day. Hey, we're on our way. The kind of day that you swing and you say, wanna sing, wanna jump and jive, wanna go, wanna that handsome man. So, this is the day that the world will look up and say, hey, hey, 'cause baby, we're on our way.
Mom, do we have to?
I could only make this all up to you.
Oh, Mother.
Mom, we love you. We don't want things any other way.
Come on in, Mr. Griffith.
Oh, Jimmy. Eleanor.
Almost ready to leave.
Well, that's just what you shouldn't do.
Tom, they don't want to see us.
Look, I don't care what they want. You should stay. I want you to stay. Now, please, I know I can't stop you, but give me an hour. I've got to handle this boys' day session, then I'll be right back. Now, please.
Tom, do you mind? I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right. I'll be back.
Well?
Well, come on, kids. Get finished with the packing, will you?
Aren't you going to wait and see Mr. Griffith before we leave?
No. Let's just hurry up and get out of here.
But, Mom...
When you do as I say, now go back and get the rest of the things. Come on.
Your problem.
I don't see why that's any concern of yours.
Please, Mayor Hoffman has something to say. Will you listen, please?
Why should I? I don't spend the rest of my life with a lot of smug, spiteful people.
Mrs. Carter. Boys, please. Hang it all, Eleanor. We're ashamed. I'm talking for everyone in town. They want you to stay. We need a family like yours.
And what about Dixie West?
As far as Springfield is concerned, Dixie West doesn't exist.
Well, I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Mrs. Carter, don't you think you've carried this thing far enough? Well, I don't see anybody asking you to leave. You're not going anyplace. Now, get these things out of the car. Well, go on, get them out of the car. Well, what's the matter with you? Go on home. Go on. Or don't you have a home to go to? Go on home.